Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20, the 10, touchdown Razorbacks. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score for Arkansas 7, Ole Miss 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He makes a catch. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Rebels have taken it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Caught. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets it easy.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. Running free. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Poe. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. He might want another play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Newton. Finds the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right on target this time. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got an open man. Open spaces. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Maddox. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
A run for the quarterback. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they'll try to tack on two. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Newton. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got the quick pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Racing to the right. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
But when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Why not double the try total and go for two? Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast,
nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone and making a huge play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Miami. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Newton. Makes the catch. Crosses the 45. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. He's past the 30. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Dropping back, it's Newton. It's on target and complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Rebels take possession first here in overtime. The give on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The inside handoff. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they score first here in overtime.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Good timing on the quick out.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Now on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive with a pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Arkansas. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Wants to go up top. They got it! The two-point conversion, and it's a game winner!
it.